Hi everyone, Steph here from Handbagholic. Now in today's video, I thought I would compare two of the most beautiful Saint Laurent bags. Here I have the Saint Laurent Sunset bag in a medium size, and here I have the envelope bag in a large size. In this video today, I'm going to be showing you both of these bags close up. Now they're both in my personal collection, so I'll be revealing the pros and cons that I have found with both of these styles. I've then worn them with numerous different outfits to give you some inspiration on how you might wear and style these beautiful Saint Laurent bags. And then make sure you stay tuned until the end of the video, because I've actually decided I have too many black and gold bags in my collection now, and one of these has to go. So I'll be revealing which one is staying and which one is going. Welcome back to all my beautiful subscribers. If you are new to this channel and love designer bags and luxury in general, then welcome home. Make sure you don't leave before you hit the subscribe button and the bell down below. Now, the Sunset and the large envelope bag are two of my favorite styles from Saint Laurent. Hence why they are both in my collection. Now, I actually think the bag that I got first was this large envelope bag, and I've had this for a couple of years now. I don't use it excessively. I know some people maybe would choose to use this in the day. I've personally used this more as an evening bag, and it's actually been one of my most used evening bags because of its size. I don't have another evening bag that's quite as big as this. And then the Sunset bag, I got this maybe around a year ago now, something like that. It's quite roomy. It's not as big as the large size, and because of the way this is laid out, which I'll show you in a second, you can actually fit bigger items in here than you can the Sunset. Now, one of the things that I love most about these two bags is that they come in a variety of sizes and colours. So you can find the perfect one for you if you do decide that you like one of these particular styles of bags. So when it comes to the Saint Laurent envelope bag, this is the large size. You can also get this in a medium size. The medium size, which is smaller than this, retails at £1,605, and this large size retails at £1,855. It has actually gone up quite significantly in the last few years. Now, for the Sunset bag, you can get this in about 4 different sizes. You can get the wallet on chain, or it used to be called the mini. You can get the small, you can get the medium, which this one is, and you can also get the large size. Now, if you want a medium like this one, they now retail at £1,700. Now let's take a closer look at both of these bags. I'm going to show you around. So here we go, this is the front. This is in a black leather with gold hardware. And the side of this bag, it concertinas out, so it can carry a little bit more than what it looks. The back of the bag is very simple. It also has this pocket on the back of the bag. Not much use, but you could slide a phone in there on the medium size. On the small, you might not be able to get a phone in there. The best thing about this bag is the way that you can use it. So you could use it on the crook of your arm like so. You could use it as a shoulder bag like that, or you could lengthen the strap and use it as a shoulder bag like that, or you can also cross body the bag. So there's 4 different ways that you can use the Sunset bag. Now for a quick look inside. So if you're looking for a more structured bag with more compartments, then the Sunset is definitely the one to consider. You've got the pocket at the front, one there and one there. Just check the layout of whichever Sunset you decide to go for, because if you go for a different size, this layout may vary slightly. But I find this layout is perfect for if you're taking thinner items, so maybe like a mobile phone, you can fit a set of keys in here. But if the items you want to take are fairly flat, then this works really well. However, if you want to take a bigger item out, like maybe a bottle of perfume, like a smaller bottle, a deodorant, something like that, you would probably be better with the envelope bag. Now let's take a look around the envelope bag. So this is the front, and you have this chevron stitching, which is really nice, and the leather is also really hard wearing. the front of the bag, the side of the bag, so it does get wider at the bottom. The back of the bag, like you've got a huge pocket on the back there, much more, you could definitely get a lot more in there. You definitely would get any kind of size phone in there very easily in that back pocket. Very simple design. You can see a little bit of wear and tear on this one here on that corner there. The camera will focus. But this bag is better if you like to carry bulkier items. So this is inside of the bag, and it's just basically one huge compartment, and you've also got the zipper compartment here on the back. And here we go. This was the price tag from Harvey Nichols. Spring Summer 14. So this was purchased in 2014. £1,235. So that just goes to show how much these have gone up in price. The design has changed very, very slightly on these. I believe that in terms of the inside and the back pocket, they're the same. But I do think this sits slightly higher up now, so it doesn't sit over the edge of the envelope. You can also get like different prints, like slightly different chevrons and things like that. In terms of the handles and how you can wear this bag, you've basically got one really long chain, and you've got these two leather parts there. So again, you could carry it on the crook of your arm, like the Sunset. My favourite way to use a bag is as the shoulder bag, like this, as an evening bag. And you can also, it doesn't work as well, but you can do that so that the strap ends up like that, and then you can cross-body the bag if you want to. So again, I think Saint Laurent have thought quite hard about these bags and the chains, and definitely very versatile. So whether you want to wear them, either of them crossbody or as a shoulder bag, they're very, very useful. Now for the pros and cons that I have found with these bags, I'm going to go through them quite quickly. So the pros of the Sunset, like I've just mentioned, you can get them in quite a few different sizes. So whether you want a mini bag or a large bag for everyday and work, you can find the Sunset for that. Another pro is that you get so many compartments with this bag. So if you want to kind of keep things separate and organised, this bag is already set up for that, and you don't see that in a lot of bags. With your pocket on the back, I like to slide my phone in there so I can just grab it easily and I don't have to open my whole bag. And then obviously with all the compartments inside of the bag as well, it's just so useful and super organised. And the other key pro point for me on the Sunset bag is that I feel like this one, compared to the envelope bag, goes more effortlessly from day to night. So like I said, I think this one looks better as an everyday bag because it suits crossbody a bit more due to its more compact kind of nature and the style of the bag. And then I love using this crossbody in the day, and then I will use it as a shoulder bag for the evening. Some cons of the Sunset bag is this leather can dint quite easily. So you will see it has like a very light texture if it will pick up on there. But it's quite shiny and smooth. And one thing that I have noticed is if you put any kind of pressure on this leather for too long, so you have to be careful about how you store these away. So you don't want the chain like constantly pressing in, but basically I can see a few tiny like dints in the leather. Another con is the closure, which I find consistent with a lot of Saint Laurent bags, to be honest. They use the popper quite a lot, and it's like there, it's kind of caught, it's like magnetically caught, but it's not actually closed. So I do find that these bags can get a bit frustrating because unless you like can actually see down the side of the bag and line the two things up together, which can actually be a bit of a quest in itself, it doesn't actually shut properly. So now it is closed properly, but when you are, you know, quickly grabbing something in your bag and then you close it, you have to maneuver it back into place and sometimes look to try and even get it to line up. The last con of the Sunset, unless you get the large size, like I said, if you are wanting to carry larger items, which sometimes I like to carry maybe like a 30ml bottle of perfume, I think I could just get one of them in this medium size. But if you want to like carry bulkier items around, it will not fit. And it's a heavy bag because you've got all the glaze in there, you've got all the leather there and all the sections. So I like this mostly as an evening bag because as an everyday bag, it can get quite heavy. So. Now for pros and cons of the envelope bag. So pros, this one, and I guess it depends what kind of leather you decide to get the bag in, but I find this is slightly more hard wearing and more resistant to scratches and dints. It's almost, I would say this kind of leather is similar to the Chanel caviar leather. It's that kind of texture and it just feels a little bit more rough and ready. Another pro is the shape of this bag. Like I say, if you want to carry bigger items, so if you want to carry a longer item or a notebook, an iPad, anything like that, it will fit inside of this bag, whereas it won't fit in the Sunset. The next con, and I find this, again, this is not just this bag, this is Saint Laurent bags in general, is that the hardware can start to tarnish. So this has a few tarnish marks, which you probably won't be able to see on the camera, but I can see it like looking at the bag. I mean, if you were kind of looking at this bag, you probably wouldn't notice. It's just because I'm looking up close. Whereas I find with the Sunset bag, the hardware is not as shiny. It's more of an antique kind of brushed gold. And I mean, I don't know if it's due to the age of the bags and the wear, but I feel like the shiny metal definitely shows up some kind of tarnish in there, whereas I haven't noticed any of that on the Sunset's hardware yet. Now for the part of this video that I know a lot of you love the most, I have styled both of these beautiful bags with numerous different outfits to give you some inspiration on what they look like and how you might style them. Drop me a comment below and let me know which outfit you like the most with these two bags.
You're like a blessing. Oh, I wasn't waiting for you, wasn't waiting for you. Yeah, I was just wasting all my time living without you, time living without you. Yeah, like a rocket on a planet, that's how I feel. You're so gorgeous and you know it, you can't be real. And you use it to confuse me, but in the best ways. You make my day. Baby, keep loving, keep loving me just like you do it, like you do it, like you Hips don't lift, so we keep growing just like we do it, like you do it, like you. Cause I want it like you want it too. Don't get insecure, baby. I like you, sure, baby. Cause that's the only way to build something amazing. And there's gonna be some bad wishes from people that don't really understand the feeling that we have. And there's gonna be some bad wishes from people that don't really understand this what we have. Like you do it, like you do it, like you Hips don't lift, so we keep growing just like we do it, like you do it, like you. Some bad wishes from people that don't really understand the feeling that we have. There's gonna be some bad wishes from people that don't really understand it's that we have. Oh baby, keep can do it like you, like you.
I mentioned at the start of this video that I have quite a lot of black and gold bags in my collection, and I recently added a Chanel 19 bag to my black and gold collection, and I really don't need three. I've probably got a couple more as well, just like black and gold bags. So I have decided to keep and to sell one of these Saint Laurent bags. I have been putting the decision off because I absolutely love both of these bags. I think they're fantastic investments and they're both so timeless and classic. And this decision has been so hard because looking at both of these bags, they're just so stunning. But I have decided to keep the Sunset bag. Just because I feel like in terms of my collection in general, this is slightly different, whereas this is very similar to my Chanel 19 bag size. So keeping two bags of that size, I'm probably more likely to use the Chanel bag and not the envelope bag. But I can really highly recommend both of these, but the Sunset is the ultimate winner for me. How about you? Let me know in the comments. I hope you have enjoyed this Saint Laurent bag comparison video. What I will do for you is link my latest video release here for you. So don't go anywhere, make sure you stay tuned and watch that video coming up next.